Hello, welcome to Tarot by the Moon. This is Tasha at Tarot by the Moon. Natasha, just excuse me a minute, my darlings. This is take two. Hopefully we're going to be okay now. My actual internet connection went down. So I was 10 minutes in to my preamble and just want to start the reading. So let's go in again. Welcome to everyone. Tasha at Tarot by the Moon. Blessed solstice, 21st of June today. So happy solstice, longest day of the year, solstice blessings to you all. It's a wonderful energy. It's about celebrating how far we've come and looking forward to what we're going to harvest ahead in the summer months. So also happy birthday to all my Cancerian friends. Happy birthday, you guys. Started a new season of Cancerian season today, 21st of June. It's actually my own birthday tomorrow. I'm born under a Cancer sun. So happy birthday to everybody out there. It's all about nurture. It's all about family. And I really feel at Tarot by the Moon, I want to say a big thank you to all, because I feel like it's like a soul family thing. And that extends out around the world. That's global as well. And yeah. Happy solstice, you guys, from the bottom of my heart. I want to say hello and welcome. I added a lot of new people this week since I've opened my new Facebook profile up. I've sort of operated a sort of equal opportunities open policy of adding anyone and everyone until they show me why I shouldn't, sort of thing. And I've been adding people all week from all around the world. It's been absolutely amazing, and support for my page and for tarot has grown fantastically, so thank you to everyone. That being said, I want to state here and now, just for the record, that I do not accept video chat messages, okay, my loves? I simply haven't got the time. To speak to everyone on a video chat. So please don't do that unless you've arranged it prior with me, and then I very much doubt I would contact you that way anyway, or unless you're one of my very personal close friends. Please do not video chat me. You will be disappointed because I will have to decline or ignore you. Please also be aware that I'm not here seeking any kind of attention or looking for a boyfriend or anything like that. I am simply just on this spiritual path trying to expand global consciousness, trying to bring unity, and trying to include as many people as I can into that soul family. So please respect that as well. Thank you guys so much. Having said that, I know I've made some wonderful connections with complete strangers that have contacted me, and I've given them little like mini reading sort of thing, insight what's going on with them, and I know that's been amazing, and those connections have been absolutely amazing. And I've been very, very happy to make those connections. Obviously, I haven't got time to get around everyone, and obviously I haven't got time to do that sort of thing all the time. So it's just like as it comes up and as spirit prompts me. So I hope you understand. I'm really happy to have every single person, or you know that involved, and you know that I just want to spread unity consciousness and hope that we all grow and elevate together. So thank you from the bottom of my heart to anyone who's involved in any of that. Just going to take a sip of water, my darlings. I recommend you do the same. It's very, very hot here in South Wales, which is very rare, but it is the middle of the summer, so it's really nice. We're having a really lovely sunny day. So like I say, happy solstice to you, whether you're celebrating at one of the bigger events like Glastonbury or Stonehenge or Avebury, which in the past I was all of that. Bit more low-key in the last couple of years. A lot of people go a bit more low-key as they get older. Maybe you're just celebrating with some family and friends. Maybe you're just having a little fire pit out your back garden. Maybe it's just you and a candle. I've done that one as well many times, you know. It's all good, and blessed solstice to you wherever you are and however you're celebrating. So I wanted to talk today as well about we're in Cancer Sun, so we entered the Cancerian season today, but the moon is actually in Aries. Now it's an interesting combination, and I'll tell you why. Now if you have a look as well, I've been posting links to different astrologers and things like that I follow, in case you guys got some time and you wanted to have a look for yourselves. And it was either Brack Goldsmith or Pam Gregory, I think, last week I was listening to. I posted them up for you guys anyway. One of those two lovely ladies it was, had said that, oh, you know, as we'll be going into the Cancerian solstice, it'll be an Aries moon. And what a wonderful combination that is, because Cancer, very like I say, very nurturing and all of that, but on the dark side of Cancer, it is, and I can vouch for this because I am a Cancerian myself, it can be quite an insecure energy. It does need to feel very, very safe before it moves ahead. And the planets are asking us at the minute, the cosmos is asking us what our truest soul desire is, and to really have a good look at that before we move further ahead throughout the second half of the year now, okay? We're at that midway point of the year, so have a good think, have a good soul search of what your true purpose is. And Cancerian energy, traditionally on the dark side of it, as I say, would need a lot of would need to feel very, very safe, very, very cautious, before you can move forward with any of that. But the wonderful thing this year is we've got an Aries moon, so it's almost as if Aries is escorting Cancer into the second half of the year, through that solstice gateway of, come on, I've got your back. And there's nothing, you know, there's no more bold, assertive, confident sign than Aries. So we've got the Aries moon sort of backing up the Cancer sun. It's wonderful. And it does feel very, well, I am actually sure of what my soul purpose is. Well, I am actually sure of what my true calling is. Well, no, I don't feel like I need to be overly cautious about that or overly protective of myself or anything. I do feel like I can just step forward and be confident. And I hope you're all feeling that energy too, and I hope that makes sense. I thought that was quite beautiful, and I wanted to share that with you guys. So that's the energy we're going forward into the solstice gateway with, is welcoming in the Cancer season, produced by Aries, escorted in by Aries, okay? And there's nothing to make you feel more safe and solid and secure than Aries energy. So that's wonderful, and I'm absolutely over the moon to be sharing that with you guys today. So I think I've said everything I wanted to say. Oh yeah, the other thing I was going to say to you guys was, now a couple of weeks ago you might remember I said I've had a few ideas and I'll be revealing them to you soon. So here's my new ideas, and I hope you're going to love it, and I hope you're going to support it, okay? So I was having a think, it came to me a few months ago, and I thought, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do it on solstice. I'm going to do it on, well, as I say, it's my birthday tomorrow. Consider it my birthday gift to you guys. Consider it my solstice gift to you guys. I'm going to do moon sign readings, because nobody is doing moon sign readings, not that I'm aware of anyway. The internet is absolutely flooded with sun sign readings, but there's no one doing a moon sign reading. And it came to me a few months ago. I thought, well, you know, it's all important, but your moon sign's just as important as your sun sign. We've all got a moon sign as well as a sun sign, in case you're not aware. Now, don't panic. If you're not sure what that is, you can go online and find out for yourself. There's lots of different services providing that for you free of charge with a few simple steps. Or you can just get in touch with me. It's my gift to you. I will find out. It'll be my absolute pleasure to find out what your moon sign is and let you know for you, okay? So if you get in touch with me in any way you can, but via the Facebook page is the best way. It's Zelius22Tarot at mail.com, which the address is on there. I'll just drop me a message in the box below. I will find out what your moon sign is for you, okay, my loves? Because then I'm going to go forward with moon sign readings. I'm going to keep the usual format that we're already doing. I'm not going to change that because we've all grown to love it. I'm just going to keep doing this as well, but I'm going to add moon sign readings in and see how we feel about them and how they go. Because like I say, I feel like it's just as important, if not more so important sometimes, because being humans, you know, it is a tricky part of navigating new earth and the new ways we want to be, and to evolve and to get that head and heart working together properly is to understand our emotions and our emotional side. So for instance, I'm a Cancer sun, born under the sign of Cancer, born on the 22nd of June, okay? but I've got an Aquarius moon. You see, so that puts a completely different slant on how I deal with things emotionally, and I hope that I can sort of bring this learning to you and this insight to you as well, and that you'll support me in it. So that's my exciting new idea. I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart as well to everyone that supported my new mini readings of the day on the Facebook page, because I've had a lot of good and positive feedback about that as well. And I'm just happy. I'm happy to be expanding. I'm just happy to be going forward with you guys, because it's been nearly a year now at Tarot by the Moon. It'll be a year in August, I believe. I believe we were in Leo season when I started this. So that'll be next month now, yeah, around about a year we're coming up for. So thank you everyone who stuck with me on this journey. It's been absolutely amazing, and I'm really touched to be continuing to expand and share with you guys. Yeah, okay. I'm available for personal readings. You need to get in touch with me via the details on the Facebook page, or drop me a message and I'll get back to you. So I think I've said everything I needed to say. Now hopefully I'm going to be able to do the reading this time, because this is as far as I got on the first one. Okay, let's go. On this blessed solstice 2022, I'm just calling in the highest vibration of love, and only love, and gratitude for how far we've come already. Gratitude for how far we've come. This solstice 2022. Calling in the highest vibration of love for Mother Gaia, for the planet that we live on, that nurtures us and supports us, for all of the plant life that teaches us, nurtures us and supports us, for all of the animal life that teaches us and supports us, all of the aquatic life, all of the life in the interdimensions that we don't even understand, all of the realms that are right by the side of us that we find so difficult to perceive sometimes, the spirit world, for the ancestors, for all of the life in other galaxies that we've yet to understand. And so it is, nothing but radical compassion and love and light on this blessed solstice 2022. Okay, here we go, my loves. Okay, so like I always say, please give me a like, share and subscribe if you haven't already. Subscribe is just, it sounds, what, you know, oh, subscribe, do I really want to subscribe? Honestly, I would never lead you astray. It's it literally is such a simple process, subscribing on YouTube. It's something that I held back from years, was from subscribing to YouTube channels, funny enough, so I do understand where your head's at if you are wondering about that. It's not like a subscription where you're getting hooked into like a telephone subscription or something. It really isn't. It's the wrong choice of words that they use. It's just a way of following my channel, helping me to grow the channel so as we reach as many people as we can. Okay, my loves, that's all it is. So please consider joining and subscribing if you haven't already. Now, for any new readers, this particular reading, okay, is collective. You don't need to be any particular sign to join in with this reading. This is purely collective. It's very intuitive, and we just see what comes up. You might find some of the message applies to you. You might find it doesn't. You might just find you enjoy it just for what it is, okay? It's very often microcosm, macrocosm, which of course all healing is, which means that it may be what's reflecting in your personal day-to-day life and also what's reflecting in the greater large. So I hope that makes sense, and I hope you're going to enjoy. I do it in 4 sections like this, just for new viewers, just to explain to them briefly. It's air, water, fire and earth, and the air represents our minds and how we're processing our thoughts and our mental health, and the water represents our heart and our emotions and how we're filtering all of that, and the fire represents our passion and our creativity and our willpower, and the earth actually, 4th S section is for earth, and that's how we're filtering in the 3D into humanity on the earth in daily life. Okay, my loves, so I hope that all makes sense. I'm going to go in. I can see straight away we've got a lovely 2 of rods. Okay, the 2 of rods, it's often I feel like this is about what deciding. I don't know why this is being shown to me like this. Let's see. This is a very Yes, this is about playing a. I want to say somebody here is playing a game. See, that just fell out now. Playing the game of. I'm wearing a mask as well. I've never really looked at it, but I've got her face painted right up there, playing some old-fashioned pagan sort of game. All right. Now, I can't remember exactly what that game is. It's linked to this card. It's terrible. I'm just going to give you what I'm getting intuitively, okay? There's a game you're going on. Okay. Alright, I know what this is. Sorry. It's strange how it comes to me sometimes. Right, so we're leaving behind a part. Right, so we're entering through solstice. Okay, so think of that like a portal, okay, that we're walking through now into the second half of the year, alright? Now we've got to leave behind. Also, it's a waning moon. We're in the waning moon. So we're still letting go. We're still releasing what we don't want, okay? New moon in Cancer's next week. So we're still in that waning moon. So we're still releasing from that full moon that we had last time, okay? So this is about like a battle of, it feels like, because it just feels like it's about kind of like one personality's trying to dominate over the other personality's trying to dominate, and it's, of course, that's all ourself. That's the old you and the old ways that you had of doing things and the old negative drama sort of driven, angst-driven ways of doing things. It's important now, solstice energy, especially with Aries backing it up. I feel like I want to say we need to burn it up. We need to really, and I'm thinking about the solstice fires. They have been shown to me now and everything, bonfires, and it's like we need to burn that up. We need to burn up everything. This is it's a releasing moon as well. If it's in our old part, I feel like a lot of us right now this week, we might have had a few of our old habits coming up, because they will, they'll try and come back up and hold on and drag us back into that other dimension that we were in, but we're trying to move out of there. We're trying to go forward into a newer dimension and be newer, better versions of ourselves, co-create this new earth we're in. So I feel like it's about, there's a little bit of we're going to feel a little bit of resistance here. And we will. And we absolutely will. But that's okay. It's about looking at that. It's about going, yeah, I see what's going on here. It's like a drama with yourself between the old you and the new you that you're trying to step into. Okay? But now it's time to make, and this is why it's come up in the area of air. This is why it's come up in our mental processes and things like that. Now it's time to make a conscious decision. That's why it's come up in the element of air. Conscious decision to move forward, okay, and allow our better version of ourselves to dominate. Allow that better version of ourselves that we've been cultivating throughout the year, perhaps up till now, up till Cancer season, up till solstice season. Allow that. I love that she's wearing all these orange colours as well, very solsticey, very sunshine. Allow that solstice energy to dominate. Allow it to, okay? Even if that means you have got to paint a bit of a face on, put a bit of a mask on there. Sometimes we need a mask. I wouldn't condone carrying a big bag. We all carry big bags of masks with us and all of that. But sometimes, a mask. And this is very solstice energy as well. When you go to if anyone's ever been to festivals or solstice parties or anything like that, a lot of people would be wearing masks and done up like different fairies and things like that. And it does feel like we're trying to bring what's inside of us out. So while it's a mask, and you might say, oh, well, you're wearing a mask, that's not showing your true self or whatever. It kind of is, because it's showing something that's inside of you that wants to come out. I hope that makes sense. That's trying to be born, that's trying to come out, and that's what I'm seeing here. Staying in that beautiful sunshiny energy, drawing out of you that better version of yourself that perhaps isn't quite there yet, but just the way she's painted it on, and it's like, no, I'm taking charge of this dance. I'm taking charge of this dance, and we're saying goodbye to the old. old version of ourselves, okay? But it's like a conscious decision to do it. So it's about realising that those negative drama sort of driven habits do come up and go, yeah, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not about that anymore. I'm not, this is not what we're going forward with. I hope that makes sense, you guys. It's a bit of a strange one there. The next one coming up is the 9 of Rods. Now, when we see a 9 of Rods, it's what they call traditionally in the tarot, traditional tarot, is warrior energy. It's emotionally, you might be feeling very exhausted, okay? It's an energy of you're nearly there, don't give up. I always think it's not like when you watch the end of an action adventure film and the warrior's there and his eye is hanging out and his body's dropping to the left, to the right, and he's all kicking off around these explosions, and it feels like that. But then you're going, well, you can't give up now, don't give up now, don't give up now, don't give up now, he's nearly there. It's that energy. It's that energy, the 9 of Rods. And like I said, the only good thing about it is that you are nearly there. It also asks us to have a look at how you could be getting through this next bit a little bit easier on yourself. Because when you run ragged, especially emotionally, which is what areas come up in the area of the heart there, the water area, when we run ragged, especially emotionally, we don't realise how we're carrying burdens and how perhaps we could be carrying those a lot easier or a bit differently, a little bit more sort of resourcefully and efficiently to get us through that last leg of journey a little bit easier. But we are nearly there for sure. Don't give up now. Don't give in to despair. Don't give in to negative feelings. Don't give in to drama. Just have a little look at what you're carrying, what sort of emotional burdens you're carrying with you, and how you could perhaps lighten those. Maybe a lot of those emotional burdens are not even yours. Maybe you've just become so empathic and so sensitive that you've started absorbing a lot of other people's energies, and you can have a look at different ways to release yourself of that. Maybe some of them are your dramas and they are very heavy, and for now you do have to carry them, but maybe there's better ways that you can carry them, okay, that are not wearing you out quite so much. That's what it's asking you to do. It's asking you to have a little look, because it's just the final push. You're just on the final push there. Attention to detail as well. Little details can make all the big difference, especially when we're talking about emotions and attitudes and energy and things like that. Little tweaks here and there can make all the difference. Are you celebrating yourself for how far you've come? And I mean, celebrate little things, even if nobody's celebrating it with you. Sometimes that's even more powerful, if anything, depending on the energies around you. Celebrate those things. I've picked up these angel cards and I've done that sort of subconsciously, and I don't normally do that at this stage in the game, so one's flown straight out, so there must be something extra there that we want to find. A creative outlet that enhances your joy. It's time to make your soul glow. That is a brilliant way to lighten the load, and we're grateful spirit there for that amazing message. So perhaps one way we can that's perhaps what they're showing us here, one way we can lighten the load and feel less heavy and feel less burdened is by finding a creative outlet. Because of course, once we find a creative outlet and we're doing something that we enjoy, or whatever it is, you could be colouring in those mandalas, you could be making something out of beautiful pottery or clay, you could be carving something, you could be making music, you could be anything at all that's creative. You're going to start to feel better. It's going to take your mind away from it. It is going to lessen those burdens. What a wonderful way for Spirit to come in and show us one clear way that we can do that we can lighten our burdens. I feel really touched by that. So if there's any creative projects that you've wanted to do or get going, whether they be big or small, now's a really good time to do that, because it'll take your mind off your burdens, it'll lighten the energy, it'll lighten your load, okay, is what I'm being shown. A lot of stress might have built up by the time we've got to the 9 of Rods, a lot of tension, and it's an excellent way to relieve tension, finding a creative outlet. Like I say, you might just be potting a few plants in the garden, you might be taking some extra care of your pets and your people around you. You might be taking extra special care of your appearance or your home environment. It could be anything at all. Just pour your creativity into something that makes your soul glow. Okay, my loves? Fantastic. So the next one is the Five of Cups, and that's come up in our area of our heart. We've had the Five of Cups many times, especially at the beginning when I used to do this channel. Now it's come back to remind us, because like I say, this reading, solstice energy, is all about the sort of a review of how far we've come, how all those seeds we've planted throughout the year are growing, because soon it's going to be time for harvest, okay? So it's about having a little check-in with the energy and having a little look. Now I do remember this came up a lot at the beginning of the year, as I say, 5 Cups, and I'll remind you once again, for the 5 of Cups energy, we've got an energy here of looking back with regret, okay? Staying in the doldrums instead of looking what's left that we can move forward with. So we can see you, this guy's looking pretty cheesed off. That beautiful lady behind him, I think, is meant to be Rhiannon. Now, if you don't know the tale of Rhiannon, I recommend you go and have a look of it up and have a read of it for yourself. It's a Welsh folk tale. It's an absolutely magical tale. About Prince Poch and Rhiannon, and she's off on a golden horse, and of course he keeps seeing this beautiful lady on this beautiful horse, and he's desperate to catch up with her and just have a little chat with her and see if he can chat her up a bit, I think, the sort of story is telling us. But he can't. She's on this enchanted horse and he can never catch up with her and he can never get her attention, and he gets really down about it. The message of the card here is, instead of getting down about those 2 cups and that lady that's trotting away that you can't do nothing about, have a look at what's left there, because there's 3 cups left still standing, perfectly full. 3 cups that you should be joyous for. 3 of Cups is a very good energy, in fact. 3 Cups is about good times, it's about celebrations, and it's often about female company, actually, principle. So, while that one that you thought you set your heart on so much, whatever is getting away, and you feel like that anyway, and you're really upset that these 2 cups have spilt over and you can never get them back, take your attention from what you've lost and put your attention to what remains. Okay, it's really important that we do this now. And I feel like the energy that I said at the beginning about reevaluating what our true soul purpose is coming in there, in the solar plexus, in that energy, in that passion, willpower. How are we pouring out what we're drawing in through the 5D, through the ethers, to pull out into the world. Don't be looking at regret now, of all times. Let the regret go. And again, very Cancerian energy as well. Clinging on to the past, clinging on to what doesn't serve us anymore. I know you may have Cancer placements in your charts. However, all of us are affected by all of the energies at various times. Let it go, because there's so much standing that's still good. And while you've been sort of like wallowing about looking back and all of that, done. You're in the now. Look at what remains. Be grateful for it, and move forward boldly, because that's the way we're going to increase. I mean, all I can see there now is 3 cups, 3 cups, 3 cups, 3 cups, and 3 cups is such a positive energy. 3 of Cups is such a positive energy, okay? The next one moving forward is the 8 of Rods. I love the 8 of Rods. 8 of Rods is a fantastic energy. It's all about messages and communication. Now, it's not just about messages and communication. It's about, like, no one you don't hear from anyone for ages, and then you get messages left, right and centre from everyone. It's that. But I also always think it's about communication from spirit. So right now we got spirit speaking to it. I mean, it is a special time of the year. The solstice energy is very special spiritually. So spirit is actually just really trying to work with us right now. Your guides, the ancestors, all of that, your whole team, your whole family of spirit is really screaming at you right now, really by your side, really, really egging you on. It's that beautiful solstice energy, and it's that one of those magical times of the year where that all really comes through really, really strongly. So you may find there's a lot of communication going on in your day-to-day life. You may find that messages that you've been waiting for ages in business or in love or in family situations and communications you've been waiting for ages and ages and haven't been coming, all of a sudden it all comes flooding in. But apart from that, it's a clear sign to me that Spirit is working super strongly with us. And if we're not reading those signs and seeing those signs, we can slow down. Like I always recommend you guys, slow down, use your breath to slow yourself down. Okay? And ask to be open, ask to be shown, ask for signs, ask for resonance, and you will find that those walls come down and Spirit is speaking to you all of the time. Okay, my loves. I hope this reading makes sense. It's a very, I want to say buzzy energy to it. No, it's not all about that. Yeah, I'm so glad that I came in. I'm feeling a lot better. I'm feeling a lot lighter in myself because, like I say, I haven't been feeling very well. I've had a terrible migraine. I'm feeling a little bit better now, especially since I've come on and spoke to you guys. The next thing I want to do is actually a Brown Proud Fairy Oracle, because we've got to have some fairies energy in at the solstice. It's fairy season. Cancerian energy, June, midsummer, solstice. You can't not have the fairy energy in there, I don't think so. Anyway, Morgan Le Fay wanted to be involved today again, one of my fabulous guides, different image of her there. Okay, she's in full sort of sorceress mode there. That's a depiction by an artist called Frederick Sandys, 18th century. An imagining of her, let's put it like that. But yeah, just kept falling off there, and I'm not surprised she wants to be involved because she's very solsticey. She's very, very solsticey and Cancerian, if anyone is. Lost Gunner. We've had the Lost Gunner before. It's the Frog Princess. Okay. We'll have a little look at that in a minute. I think it's all about appreciating where you are. Didn't we have this one a few months ago? It's all about appreciating where you are, the Frog Princess, the Lost Gun. Okay. Frog doesn't need much. Frogs sort of, they have the little patch that they live in. You might have thought, oh, I want to be a frog, I want to be, I don't know, an eagle or something. Well, you're not. You're in the frog energy, so you have to stay where you are and you have to appreciate where you are. But not to underestimate as well, a frog is a very, very, very otherworldly creature. Lives between two worlds, lives between water and earth and mud. I mean, it's amazing. I'm going to have a little look at the Booksy just to see if we can get any more insight. There it is. Lost Gunner. Yeah, we had this one a few months ago. It's interesting that a few have come up that we've had before, because it doesn't surprise me, because that's what this sort of energy is about. It's asking us to look at where we've been, have a little reassessment before we step forward boldly with this lovely Aries, letting go of what we don't want and stepping forward boldly. Lost Gunner. Sunken treasure, discovery of self and adventure. The realm of Lost Gunner, the Frog Queen, is extensive both below and above the waters. Fairy waters are made up of human emotions, sometimes beautifully clear and sparkling and sometimes disgustingly murky. Different fairies are attracted to different waters. You would hardly expect to find Soul Shrinker or Doom splashing in clear or sparkling waters, although you might find Nellis, the alchemist, at a murky pool, holding her nose as she waves a clarifying wand over it. Most of the brighter fairies avoid such places. However, Lost Gunner knows that there are treasures lost in disasters or abandoned by pirates to be found in the murkiest of waters. Interesting. So some of us may still have dark energy and dark emotions that we're dealing with and that we're having to carry forward with us. because we've lightened as much of it as we possibly can, but there's still a lot of that darkness there that we have to carry forward. And Loskin is here to remind us that that's okay. That's okay, because there'll be treasure within there. I wanted to say it like a pirate then. There'll be treasure. There'll be treasure in that there dark, murky water. And it reminds me of the Greek maxim of Hecate and Erebus, Phos in darkness, light. So that's very reassuring. Exploration is what this card is all about. And through exploring and seeing what we really are, warts and all, we discover parts of our talents and potentials that have been hidden by old trauma and misunderstanding, or by lack of opportunity. Laskin's explorations are not limited to the realm of the emotions, but also include the world. She wants us to dive deeply into new experiences, even if the new experiences involve flying high. Listen to different styles of music with open ears, try something new to taste, look at new sights, try it all with the open and willingness of a child. She especially wants you to explore new ideas. She looks ready to pants there, doesn't she, and jump off in a new direction. Absolutely confident, absolutely glowing and beautiful. Have you ever noticed how people tend not to explore the territory they live in, how they only visit special places when they are trying to entertain someone from out of town? We do the same thing with so many aspects of our lives, and then sometimes we grumble that life is dull. Life is always adventurous for adventurous people and boring for boring people. My grandmother told me this when I was 9, and I expect she got it from the Lost Gunner. She also told me that if I didn't have anything else interesting to do, I might as well clean up my room. I took this lesson to heart, and so can you. If life seems boring and you feel stuck in your little puddle, either explore the parts of the puddle you haven't really seen before, or jump out of your puddle and do something new and interesting. I'm sure you, dear reader, are not a bored or boring person. Boring people don't read books like this. Isn't that wonderful? Love this oracle. And boring people don't watch channels like this either, I might add. So I hope you've got something from that. I think that's absolutely beautiful, because I feel like a lot of us do probably feel stuck, like I said at the beginning, or, you know, when I was a lot younger, I used to go to the Glastonbury Festival, and then I've had different years of going to Stonehenge. I've had several years of attending Avebury, and I think all of those sorts of exciting, sort of getting right involved in the solstice energy and everything. And it does feel stuck, you know. You feel a little bit stuck sometimes as you get older and life changes and you're stuck in the valleys or wherever. Now, don't get me wrong, I do plan later on tonight to have a little bonfire up on the side of the mountain. But that's the energy that I mean. Don't feel like, oh, well, I can't go to Glastonbury anymore. Oh, I never go anywhere. It's just me or wherever. That's okay. That's okay. If it's really doing your head in, then only you can do something about that. You are the only one who can put yourself on a train and get to those special places. So do it. Doesn't have to be tonight. It could be at any time over the next couple of months. Enjoy the summer. Let's make the most of the summer. Get out to those special places. And if you're really not able to, then enjoy where you are. Make the most of it. I hope that makes sense. It's coming through very, very strongly. We're meant to enjoy life wherever we are, okay? And if you're stuck and you really want to experience some new places, and only you can do something about that, okay? If you're typical Cancerian looking back, oh, you know, I really miss being 20 odd going to Glastonbury. I don't really, to be honest with you. I got very fond memories of it and things like that, but I'm glad I did it when I did it, let's put it like that. Feeling very content this year, actually, I really am. My dog's barking down there, can you hear him? I've got 2 dogs here, in case you're new to the channel, Mr. Milo and Mr. Murray. They're both wonderful. They're both my constant companions. Mr. Milo is a Parsons Russell, so we just do bargain. And Mr. Murray is a collie dog. Here he is. He's a nutter, isn't he? Yeah. Cheers. Let's do another one of these fairy oracles for you guys. These cards are still quite new to me. They were sent to me by somebody who watches the channel. Do you know what? I knew this one was going to come out. Dried Flower Fairy. Now, I knew this was going to, now obviously I can't prove this to you, but I knew this one was going to come out this morning when I did the meditation and I realised that I needed to do the fairy cards, because we're in the fairy energy now. And at the bottom of the pack was that one. Right underneath the pack was that one. And I saw her and I thought, yeah, she's going to come out. And there she is. It's about memories. Now, what did I just say? It's wonderful to look back and other times that you've celebrated things differently maybe, and treasure those memories. However, where's the book? It's about memories, this one, because I've looked it up before. Oh, there it is, number 11. Hello, Mr. Milo, what are you barking about, Baba? Come here. What are they doing? They've been a lot bothered, as you can imagine, dogs and sweater. Right, the dried flower fairy is so weird. I knew this one was going to come out. Isn't she beautiful? This darling little fairy just loves to collect memories and to treasure them, wearing them as garlands. Their sweet faded fragrance reminds her of happy times. She helps you by collecting all your happy sweet memories and keeping them from fading too. She has wings that resemble the wonderful monarch butterfly, which is renowned for the vast distances it can travel. So these memories may be of very long ago, down through the ages, but they are still able to fly to you and reach you with their messages of love and sweetness, whatever you currently find yourself. Isn't that just exactly what we've been talking about? It's as if Spirit's listening in, isn't it? Indeed. Of course they are. When you're experiencing a difficult and challenging time, the dried flower fairy flies to your side, shows you a moment that you had forgotten, and magically the present moment transforms. You will always have her with you, but most especially in the times when those sweet moments seem further away. She will come to you and she will remain with you. Expect calls out of the blue, bumping into old friends, photographs of loved ones, or a reminder of happiness coming to you in other sweet and serendipitous ways. Didn't we also say with the 8 of Rods ends, you have got a chill there, so we're getting a confirmation that you're going to get like a lot of communication out the blue where you thought there wasn't going to be any. Isn't that wonderful? The dried flower fairy speaks. Do you remember that time when you played with the fairies in the garden? Do you remember when your imaginary friend was more real than your own parents? What about the first time you ever noticed your shadow quivering in the light, swam in a sparkling sea, held hands or exchanged glances with someone you liked more than just friends? When were you given a gift for no reason, hugged by a friend, had a perfect day, found messages from angels in the clouds? You seem to have forgotten all the precious moments, so I've been busy gathering them up for you. I now return them to you so your sadness can be transformed. Let happiness, bliss, and gifts for no reason become possibilities you believe in again. When I see you smile and treasure a moment from the past and present, I know my work has been done. You may soon be experiencing little reminders of some of the sweetest, most fun and uplifting times of your life, the kind that have no great significance historically, but in the story that is you, they are pivotal. It could be seeing a rainbow, a star shining bright, or a photograph of your father holding closely in his arms, or receiving the knowledge and sudden realisation that something you did made a large and meaningful difference to somebody else's life. You have so many jewels. It's time to sift through those precious moments in memory, and by honouring those and feeling them again, change the present for the better. The magic of your sweetest memories will be worked into the present moment, and your current struggle will be momentarily relieved, and the transcendent feeling of being one with all that is will return, giving you the strength to go on and do what must be done. I think that is so poignant. It is solstice time, and as I'm reading it as well, I'm getting an energy of past lives. Okay, so past lives even. I mean, you know, I can look back at I can look back at my life. There's been times when I've been on my own with just a candle. There's been times when I've been in crowds of thousands of people celebrating and everything in between. But what about past life memories being jogged at this time? Because goodness knows how we celebrated in our past lives, all of these different fabulous festivals, and what connections we made and things like that. So allow that to come up, allow the joy to come up, okay? Even if it's just simple memories from childhood, the joy of childhood, the joy and wonder, you know. I don't know why, just just being with your bucket and spade and being shown now, and eating an ice cream, you know, off Dunport Call if you live in Wales or something, most probably. All of those sorts of things, okay? Allow that to come up, and let's hold on to them and create more. Let's add to them. Like I've said, if there's places you want, if there's things you want to get outside your box, get out and do it. Book yourself that train ticket and get and do it. Or if you're just staying where you are, be content with that. Be content with that, okay? Don't be restless with that. Be content with that. But let's add to those precious memories. Let's add to them always. Okay, my loves, because they are treasure, absolutely. I'm going to go in with a romance angel because they wanted to come up and be invited as well. Obviously, summertime, summertime. Everybody's looking good and feeling fine. There's a lot of romance in the air this time of year, and whatnot. A lot of chemistry, you know, that sort of energy. Let's see what's coming up for people here. If there's any messages from the romance angels for the viewers today on this blessed solstice 2022. Oh, got two. Worth waiting for. This is my favourite one out of these. Look at that. Look at them. Picture says 1,000 words. Look at them. There's that inner glow. It's just the looks of them, the energy of them is beautiful. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Do not doubt it, okay? That's the vibration to stay in if you're trying to call in love as well. It's like, instead of going, yeah, but you haven't, yeah, but she haven't, yeah, but it's not. Don't do that, because you're just creating more than that. It's about being in the vibration as if it was already there. And that's how you bring it in. And it might feel like it's, you know, oh, this is another solstice that I got to be on my own, or anything like that you might be feeling or thinking. But you know what? It's going to be worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your life. Okay, angelic forces are watching over you. Better to be on your own and be with the wrong sort of person for yourself as well. And the other one that came out was healing family issues. Your love life will benefit as you forgive your parents. Very, 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 very true. Because of course, how we relate to each other in personal relationships has a lot to do with how our relationships with our parents were. And we all, you know, we all carry pain. We all carry damage. Nobody comes from a perfect family, unfortunately. We're not here to be perfect. We're only here to learn. And the more we can heal and forgive, the more we can create healthy relationships for ourselves. Absolutely true. So consider all of that right now, my loves. I hope this reading has helped, and I hope it's made sense. I'm wishing you a blessed... Let's just do one more angel blessing. Just been asked to do that in a minute. Okay. Two came out. Feel your emotions wash through you and be cleansed by the moonlight. Ignite your light. Isn't that a gorgeous little image? It reminds me of Van Gogh, that. Absolutely stunning image. Yeah, we're on a waning moon, so allow those emotions to come up and allow the sweet memories, hold on to them, and allow the rest of it to be washed away, okay? And anything that you can't help but hold on to, understand that there's still treasure yet to be found in all of that as we move forward into the second half of the year. The next one was unite, stay grounded in reality, activate your chakras and radiate love out into the world. What a perfect one for solstice. Okay? What a perfect one for our soul tribe here at Tarot by the Moon. Let's stay grounded, let's send our love around the world, let's create a web of love, a web of light, a web of healing, okay, by staying grounded in reality, balancing our chakras and sending our love out on solstice energy. Look at that beautiful fire coming up in between them all, sending that beautiful solstice fire energy around the world for humanity to benefit from. Okay, my loves. And so it is. I'm going to get off now. So wonderful to be here. Thank you so much. Please give me a like, share and subscribe. As I always say, please leave me comments. Please let me know how you're feeling about all of this, how you're doing. I'll be back with a new reading in the next couple of days, hopefully. I love you all from the bottom of my heart. Please enjoy the wonderful energy. Please enjoy the midsummer and look forward to the rest of what summer has to bring us. And I'll be back with you guys soon. Thank you so much. All the love and all the light.